Welcome to Fuzzy Dragons, and today I am trying out these pencils, the coloring pencils from Pentel Arts. Now, I did not know that Pentel made anything other than pens, actually. I thought they just made pens. I liked their pens, saw they had colored pencils. It was Prime Day on Amazon, and I decided, hey, what the hell, I'll buy some more pencil crayons. Not that I need more pencil crayons. John is going to kill me. No, he actually knew I'd bought them, don't worry. And then I got, what else did I get at Prime Day? A couple shirts. Yeah, so, not very much, but pencils. So, they do have a watercolor version of these, but I got these, I actually didn't know they had watercolor version of these until I actually looked up it on Pentel's site. So, it's like, simple packaging. It tells you what it is, blah, blah, blah. Pentel Arts Focus, there you go. Maybe it'll focus. Vibrant pigment colors and apply smoothly and blend easily. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? So, put these out. So, go like this, take them all out. They are 24, like I said, so we'll throw that, I don't know, we'll just put it there. No, but that's in the way. We'll put it, oh, there's a pencil in there, I think, maybe. Let's see if it's empty first before I chuck it somewhere. Oh no, there's a pencil in it, haha. Come on, out, thank you, what is it? It's a black. Okay, so then we'll just put that there. Did you find it, John? He's back, he was looking for something. No, he didn't find it. Don't think so. I don't have to swatch a white, it's a white pencil, I use it for blending and stuff. I know John can't talk really because he's hurt his throat or allergies or he's caught a cold. Hopefully not COVID because, I don't really want COVID. So we will start with a brown. I should actually explain what these are. Will it focus? Let's see. Oh, it's got color pencil, Pentel. It's got a number on it which is 388. There's no color name on it. He's looking at that. It's just, I'm assuming, yeah, the numbers must be colors, what the color is, because there's no brown. Oh, wait, it says CB, no, see, that says CB, 8 on there, too. Or, 8 or 6, that's an 8. And so this number here, whatever this number, we can't focus, thank you, is obviously the color number, because it's different on each one that we can tell. Yeah. Yeah, so, do I need a color name? No. Sometimes it's nice to have them, though, but I don't really need them. Okay, so this is brown. It is very soft. For something that you would think would be a hard kind of pencil, it actually is quite soft. I'm actually shocked. And it's a nice neutral brown. Oh, what the hell was that dunk? I don't know. This is a lighter brown. I'd say this is like an ochre color, maybe. Yeah, we'll say this is an ochre color. Now, I'd probably use this quite a lot, actually, if I was drawing like a cat or something like that. They're quite soft, actually. I'm actually quite surprised. Because when you look at them, they look really hard. So that's good that they're not. Am I going by color? No, I just happen to pick kind of colors that are similar. So orange. Now I'm kind of pressing harder than I normally would press, but it's just so the colors show up on the screen, because if I press as hard as I normally press, you would not see what I was coloring, because I'm very, very light-handed with colored pencils, because you need a lot of layers. This is a darkest green. It's not the darkest green. This is the darkest green. So we'll use that next to this green. There's actually quite a few greens in here. I'm actually surprised. Green's my favorite color, and sometimes the amount of greens that are in a color thing selection's not the best. So for 24, this is a nice selection of greens. You don't need a lot of greens. You actually only need really the basic colors, and then you'll be fine for colored pencils. And I should actually do that. I think about doing an apple with just like, red, blue, yellow. Wait, yeah, that's right. So that you see, you can do it all just with that. You don't need dozens and dozens of colors that people think you do, like, say, like with people buy huge packs of Prismacolors or whole packs of something, I don't know. So blue, this is a nice blue. 343 if anybody's wondering. And did I turn this recording off? No, it's still recording. I thought I hit the recording off button, which would have sucked majorly. But then we have a fuchsia, kind of. Or no, wait, maybe this is more of a fuchsia. No, this is a fuchsia. This is kind of a fuchsia color. I was gonna say this, but this is more of like a pinkish color. Did I just turn that off? No, I didn't. See, I'm having problems with my mouse. So we ordered a mouse, and the screen keeps flickering. But now we seem to have solved the problem. So now I'm gonna have like extra mice, but that's okay. You never know. Sometimes you need a mouse. Yeah, this is a pink. So this would be like a fuchsia. And that would be a pink. So we'll go with that. And what else? So this is another pink. There's quite a few pinks, actually, which is good. They do fade a lot, but with colored pencils, you make it, you scan it, and then, do your best to try to keep it as fugitive as possible. Yeah, that's the right word. And this is a darker orange. So you mix all them together, and you probably get nice colors. And another orange. Or did I do this orange already? No. So there's quite a few, like, orange red, so that's okay. And no, I didn't. I could make up a swatch sheet, like, so everything looks neat and, tidy and stuff, but I can't be bothered doing that. Because I don't swatch things. But because they've never used these pencils before, I thought, hey, what the hell, I'll swatch them. Because, I need to know what they look like, and or how soft or how hard they are. Because, then you know how... I can't believe how actually soft these are. And you know how to blend them, and there's a cord for there. Black. Typical black. It's a black. How dark can I get this black? Let's see. Oh, it's pretty black, actually. Which is good. Some blacks are kind of more grays, and some whites don't cover very much, and... Where is that white color? Where did I put the white? Right here. Let's see if I can go over something. Let's see if I can go over... Let's go over black. It blends it, which is what it normally does, so it's burnishing it. Oh, hopefully... This is an aqua color, I'd say. It's like yeah, kind of like a aqua blue kind of color. More blue than aqua. But did I do this one? I don't know if I did this one. I might have mixed these up. Let's see if I've done this one before. Yeah, that's that color there. They're mixed up here. I should actually make more sense of these, but I don't. They're just kind of laying on the table. Darker blue, which is nice. A lighter blue. So we got 3 blues, which is good. 4 blues, actually. Well, that's kind of like a purplish blue, so a bit close enough. It really works for what it is. Now I'll just cut this up and stick it in my sketchbook as like just a basic, so I know what they look like. Nothing important. Nice red. It's not very deep though, but it says vibrant. Are they vibrant? The blues maybe, and this is a peach color. So yeah. So because I knew this wouldn't take very long, but this is a swatching, and vibrant, kind of, I would say. They're very soft. So I thought I'll do some shading. So we will stick this here. I'm making a pile by the TV, and so there's some circles. You might not be able to see the yellow one. There's 2 there, but will I do both? I don't know. But I'll get the purple. I'll get the blues out. How many blues? Oh, stab myself with a pencil. Oh yeah, I meant to see these are how many sides are these? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 is whatever 6-sided is. I can't remember anymore. So we're gonna get some greens because I need a green. And I need let's get the blues and the greens out of here. I don't need the light green, but, I need this red. Thank you. What else do I need? See, I've got my basic colors, which I'm going to do it in, like, a blue. And then shade a bit with the green, and shade a bit with the red. And it's not focusing. Focus! Thank you. So, just like with markers, I figure out, oh, shoot, where's the light source coming up? We'll go for when you see it's coming from here. So, sometimes I can put, like, an arrow. If it's digital, definitely I like to put an arrow to remember where it is. Sometimes if I'm using a scrap piece of paper under my hand right on there, but the light's coming from here, just so you remember where the light's coming from. So, put a light layer. Let's see how well these blend. Let's see, we'll go like that. Now, I would normally fill the whole thing up, but I'm not. Am I being lazy? Quite very well. I mean, if I do colored pencil pieces, like bigger colored pencil pieces, they're gonna be parts that are sped up and not, because colored pencils notoriously, well, they look great, take fucking forever to do. They really do, and it's because you have to layer them. And see how light? I'm actually going harder than I normally would, just so that you can sort of see it on camera. I'm gonna have to mess with the colors and whether I use DaVinci or Caden to make it so you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to learn Caden, like Caden Live, I think it's called, because it's easier for me to actually export it in 4K when I use John's camera. But when I use mine, it doesn't really matter. If I'm doing digital, it doesn't matter, because my tablet's only 1090? Can't remember. My monitor is 4K. It's curved monitor, so it's cool. It's actually really cool to play games on. I'll play a game later. I'm not sure. I'll play a game tomorrow, maybe. I don't really know. I got so much to do. My list of stuff to do is horrible. So then, take the next color of blue. Or you can actually do a green if you really wanted to. I might actually do this blue here. That's a bit dark. So try to go up, like, don't go like from like that to like a darkest blue, because you're not going to get great gradients at all, really. Now, this one actually might be too dark, but you can fix it sometimes. But don't press really hard. I think that's what a lot of people do with colored pencils. They press really, really hard, and that's not gonna. Well, you're gonna have like a flat colored image, which can work too. I mean, sometimes if that's the look you're going for, then by all means do it. But if you want like kind of like realism that you see people doing with colored pencils, you have to do layers, and you can use solvents like mineral spirits, like you can use Zest It and stuff like that. I don't have any. You can use terps. I do have some. Would work on this paper. It might. It's not too thin. Um, People sometimes use baby oil to blend, but that sometimes can wreck your paper, so I don't really recommend that. Color pencils are, not the longest lasting medium in the world to begin with, unless you like barber frame it and all that stuff. Don't put it in light, even though Derwent has light fast pencils, which I do not have because they are expensive, and like I said, I have enough pencils. So you can kind of see I'm getting a kind of like a shading kind of effect going on there, kind of how it's lights. But the more layers you put on it, and I'm not gonna probably stay in the lights. When I'm doing something that's like important, I'll stay in the lines. But something like this, where I'm just kind of showing how to. I'll try to stay in the line as much as possible. And you try. I kind of messed up there, but I can fix it. You try to keep your pressure the same, or you get lines like you see there. You can't see it. I'm looking at the screen. You can't really see it, but it looks like from what I'm looking at, there's a couple too dark lines, which I can fix with multiple layers. That's the advantage. I mean, you can sometimes fix some mistakes, but colored pencils on the whole, not the most forgiving of mediums. What the hell was that noise? The kids are off for summer, so they're screaming occasionally, and there's a shed next door they're climbing on that one day I'm just, I think I've mentioned it, maybe I haven't mentioned it, that I'm just waiting for them to climb on it, and you've got, 11, 12 year olds climbing on it and jumping off it onto the trampoline, which actually broke now, so they don't have a trampoline to jump on, but they'll go in the shed, and it'll probably fall over one day. It's already leaning, so I'm just waiting to hear it. Really am. One day I'll just be woken up by a sound of them, or I'll be here drawing, and the window will be open, and, it hasn't been nice enough for me to draw outside and bring the tripod outside, or whether if you paint or draw or anything like that, because it's been really wet here. It kind of sucks. And I'm going to take this blue here. Normally I would have a piece of paper, so I'll spare. Yeah, that's okay. And so I haven't been able to draw outside. I do want to maybe try to do some. Once we get the car, which we haven't gotten the car yet. We should have had it like a week ago. We haven't. No fault to the dealer so far because there's a big backlog. But eventually it'll be like, where the hell's our car? But once we get that, like I said, maybe go draw some plein air stuff in somewhere. I'm not sure where. And yeah, but see, I'm trying to fix the mistakes that I made. Yeah, there we go. That's fixed. See, you can sort of fix things if you go over with darker colors. But you can kind of see how building up the layers, the light is going, well, not quite lined up with that arrow there, but the light's coming from there, so it's close enough. I'm not nitpicking for something that I'm just quickly showing people where the light sources come from. Now, I could really do in-depth things and stuff like that, but the thing is, okay, do I save them for something if I start to do Patreon, or if I started really focusing on Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi or the hell, or you can do Discord, I think, or just sort of Gumroad up, do that.
OnlyFans, the naked artist, you get the same 10. Not the chef guy.
Yeah. Did you find what you were looking for? No. It is missing. So far, I've built up layers, so you can kind of see, focus, thank you. Now, with this color, I probably won't do the whole thing with that. I'll just kind of focus on the darkest parts, build up from there, because it's darker color. And then I'll probably take a purple or a red. No, I'll start with the purple, because going to a red right now might be a bit much. Now, when you are using colored pencils, it's really good if you know your color theory, even the basics, like red, white, blue, red, yellow, and blue, all that stuff. So you know the opposite colors of what blue is. Blue is, well, crap. Is it yellow or orange? I can't remember. The opposite color of blue on the color wheel. I have a color wheel somewhere. I just can't find it. I think it's orange. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But either way, it's a orangey yellow color. So if you use that, it'll work. If you have a color wheel, you can have it in front of you. I just don't know where mine is. I think it's in the drawer to my right, but could I be bothered getting it? No, because I don't need it right now. Even though I could have put it as like a prop on the desk. So you're looking at a bare desk with pencil shavings, which I still have not cleaned up. No. But hey, so yeah, you can see getting darker. So I will take this purple. So I'm switching colors from blue to purple. And then definitely focus, when you have dark colors like this, just focus on where the darks are and blend out from there. So you've got a very smooth transition of color. Now, you don't need a sharp point. It can help sometimes if you want to get right to the line. But I find pencils that have kind of a dollar point tend to blend better. They just kind of, I don't know, blend better. They're not so scratchy. Even though these aren't scratchy. But like I said, I'm quite surprised for the way they look. Because a lot of pencils, when they look the shape, they're really, really hard. And I'm actually quite shocked. These are actually alright. And I thought they would be anyway, because I like most Pentel products. I just, like I said, I did not know they did pencils. Yeah, apparently they have a whole kind of huge art range. Not huge, but they do have an art range. So, if you want to try some pencils and stuff, find some Pentels. Like I said, it wasn't that expensive. I wouldn't have got it if it was that expensive. But, like I said, I didn't go, I didn't need anything really on Prime. I know sometimes it's the best time to buy stuff, like art supplies, but I didn't need anything. I honestly didn't. But, like I said, I need the t-shirts, but not the pencils, but... okay, what color? Let's go back, see, now, so I've got the basics now. So I'd go back to the blue. Not necessarily the base color, but I've got it in my hand, so what the hell, I'll use it. So you're kind of blending the colors together, which is what. Now, at this stage, people would think, oh, I can use the oils, like the solvents to blend it. No. You need about twice as many colors. You need, twice as many layers to successfully use a solvent. If you don't have enough colors down, it's not going to work right. You'll get very... I'm trying to think of the word, holy? No, not kind of. You won't get even coverage because there's not enough. Well, I don't know what these are. These are probably oil based. Yeah, these are probably oil based. You won't get enough coverage from the pigment you've got down. The more pigment, the better colors. Now, a lot of the people where you see the realistic colored pencil stuff, they do use solvents. It just gives it a more painterly look. When I use colored pencils, I like to look like a drawing, because these are pencils. To each their own, it's nothing's wrong, nothing's right. It's whatever the hell you want it to look like. I think it's just because when I started using them, I started using, oh god, I can't remember the artist's name. She very kind of, you could tell it's colored pencils, you could tell it's a drawing. Sometimes it's more refined, but most of the stuff was... you could tell it was colored pencil because you could see the lines. I like seeing the lines. Now this is a red. Now this might be a jump, but I can fix this. No, it's not too much of a jump. So I'm getting the really dark parts. And you'll kind of see, hopefully, if I don't cover the camera up, yeah, you can kind of see that it's starting to get really dark there. And, like I said, this is not the most, exciting piece, whatever. It's a circle. Which I made with a template because I can't be bothered drawing a very good circle. I'm really bad at drawing circles. Actually, I'm not too bad, actually. It used to be, bad, but practice, doesn't make perfect, but it sure as hell helps. And, so you can kind of see that it's getting a little darker. Now, this is the fun part, not really. This is all about, colored pencils is all about layers. People don't understand, when they take colored pencils, it takes time. They hear it from other people that all colored pencils takes a long time, but they don't actually realize it does take a lot of time. Like, if I wanted this to look as smooth and as gradient as possible, like good gradient and fully colored and possibly shiny, I could say it's like a shiny ball. I'd have to sit here for about probably like 40 minutes, an hour, and who has time for that? Nobody. I love colored pencils, I really do. I just wish it didn't take so long. So, I don't use them as much anymore, even though I have some ideas in my head, and I'm going to. I've got some, pastel paper I need to try. So, I've got an A4 version, and I've got A3 versions. So, I'm going to do, A4, and then I'll probably do an A3. I've got pastel stuff too, because I can mix it with pastel, so that'll save a lot of time. If you can put a background down in something, whether it's markers, whether it's pastels, what else can you use? Watercolors, Neocolor 2s even, Yeah, they work okay. It depends on your surface, though. If you've got a smooth surface, you can do it. If you don't have a smooth surface, it kind of is a little hard sometimes to draw on. But, oh yeah, you can use, what else can you use for, I don't know, colored pencils? I can't think of anything. Ink. I can't think of anything. Anything that's, like, not bumpy. So you couldn't use paint. Even though, maybe you could, actually. I think I saw somebody using colored pencils with paint. Like acrylics or something. Or, it wasn't oils, I know that. But, I think it might have been, I can't remember. But, what else could you use? You know, colored pencils, they're pretty versatile, which is why a lot of people do use them. Because it's, I mean, yeah, okay, you can see it. Maybe that I'm applying a bit more pressure. You might not be able to see that. But it's because I'm trying to get into the grain of the paper. Now, this paper doesn't have a lot of grain. It's got a bit of tooth. Best paper for colored pencils. That's, whatever you want to use, really. That's up for debate. But whatever you use has to have at least a bit of tooth, because the pencils sit on the tooth. The paper, well, that's not right. They blend better on the tooth of paper. You can use pastel paper, you can use watercolor paper, you can use just, like, plain cartridge paper, even though it can be quite flimsy. I'm trying to think of other paper. You can use, all kinds of paper. It's just so that whatever you use, it has to at least stand up to the pressure the colored pencils put on. So, I think this is done. It's a very simple circle. Am I going to do the yellow one? I was gonna. I'm not gonna anymore because I think this video is long enough and about me rambling about colored pencils. Oh, that was a phone, I think. Don't think it was mine. I think it was John's. And I am done. There we go. There's a circle. I'll darken this so you can see it on the camera. And so, I think that's it. The colored pencils work okay. They're softer than what I thought. The colors are nice. They blend well. They're not horribly expensive. Probably Amazon's your best bet if you don't mind shopping on Amazon. You probably can get them cheaper somewhere else. I know you can get it at Pentel, but if they pay full price on their site, so if you want to do that, they're okay to try. I think they only come in 24. I don't think you get anything bigger than 24, but you don't need any more colors than that. You can create everything you need with these colors, so you don't need a huge set. You can get away with a 12 pack really if you wanted to. It was just, they were both the same price, so I thought, what the hell, I'll just get the 24. And I guess that's it. So I will be back next Sunday? Yeah, Sunday with, the Axolotl, which I think I'm working on the tail. Can't remember. But I will see you on Sunday. Oh, wait, I forgot. Like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, leave a comment if you want. You don't have to, but it's nice. If you have any questions about colored pencils, let me know. Just leave them here or put them in the community tab. And I will answer them in the next video while I'm making colored pencils, which might be next week or the week after. I'm not 100% sure. I might see if anybody's got any questions. I make like a Q&A thing. That might work. And then, yeah, I'll do my thought into a video. So, yeah, please, if you have any questions, just, let me know somewhere. I'm, here, community tab, Discord, wherever you can find me, And so, I will be back. Okay.